Hello friends, here the topic is application of differential equation, and in this video we are going to discuss the concept of turning point. Here we will learn about increasing and decreasing function as well as maxima and minima of such functions. So let's start the concept. Well, the turning points are such point of the function where we can see the function is such increasing and decreasing and the saddle points are involving there. So my dear friends, here we are talking about such functions, how the function is reacting on some different point. As maxima and minima in calculus are found by using the concept of derivative. As we know, the concept, the derivative gives us the information regarding the gradient, or we can say that the slope of the function. So we locate the points where the gradient is 0 and these points are called the turning points or stationary points. And these points are associated with the largest and the smallest value of the function. So here I just gives you a graph, and here you can see the such point they are giving a local maxima, local minima, saddle points. So my dear friends, here functions, how the react functions in a different point in a complete graph of the functions. So somewhere the function is decreasing, somewhere the function is increasing, somewhere the function is stationary values are giving to you. So these kind of things are involved in the concept of turning point. Let's see. The first thing, how the function is increasing and decreasing. So here with the help of graph you can see the function is given to you, and here you can see the from point, this point is known as O point. From this point to point P, you can see the function is increasing. The function is increasing, and at this point it is now it will be turned. So it is a turning point for from the P, because from O to P the function is increasing, and here you can see it is known as a positive gradient. So where positive gradient that directly associate with the slope of a function. So if the gradient is positive, so you can see here your function is increasing, and if the gradient is negative, so you can see your function is decreasing. So from O to P is the function is increasing, and from P to Q your function is decreasing. Here you can see your function is decreasing, and here you can see the function is increasing. Clear? So how the function will react? So if the function is increasing on such point, so you got a one point, so where the functions will turn, and maybe the function will be constant there, and after that point the function will decrease. So function will react like that. So it is a positive gradient as well as a negative gradient. So one more thing we can discuss here, that is the maximum and minimum values of such points. So here you can see I just have taken a function that I'm just considering this function is f of x. So here is a graph of a function f of x. So my dear friends, here you can see there is a function and there is a point I'm locating there, and here I'm just giving you the value of name of the point, that is p. P is the point, and here you can see the P is the point and it is a maximum point, or you can say that the point of maxima. So such point where a function is giving you a maximum value, that point is known as a point of maxima, as well as at some point the function is giving you a minimum value, so that known as the point of minima. So some different words also we can use, that the local minima, local maxima, absolute minima, absolute maxima. What are these the point? So let's see. If this point is, I can say that this is a maximum point, but if you consider an interval, like I'm just taking a point, one point is there on this line, that is B, and this is A. So if I'm talking about from A to B, okay, like for all x belongs to A to B interval, whatever you close interval, you are taking an open interval. So if for all x belongs to AB, your function, this function at point P, so FP at the point P is greater than for all of f of x. Getting my point? So at the point P, your function will gives you a maximum value, but where? In this proper interval. So if you are taking a proper intervals, so it means you are just bounding the function. So that value, that point is maximum point, but you will just specify the name, that is a local maxima, is known as local maxima. But if you seems like that your function is giving you a maximum value, like this is the point and this is known as Q point. At point Q, your function is giving you absolute maximum value. Like there is no other point is giving you a maximum value rather than this. So it means we can say that your f of Q will always greater than to f of x. And here you can say for all x, like you can take any value of x, but this point Q will always greater than of f of x. That means this is known as absolute maximum. It is known as absolute maximum. Okay, so if you are finding local maxima, it means you are just taking a proper interval, and if you are finding absolute maxima, so it means you are talking about a complete whole function on the whatever the given is a real line or whatever 0 to infinite, whatever we are taking. Clear? And similarly, we can talk about local minima and absolute minima. And one point is known as a point of inflection. What is the point of inflection? So my dear friends, the point of inflection is known as where your function is turning, like from increasing to decreasing, such kind of a things. Like if your function is moving like that and somewhere it's moving like that. So that turning point, that point where the function's value is instant change their positions, their values. So that point is known as point of inflection. In the next video, we will just learn that how we can find out point of inflection, point of maxima, point of minima, increasing, decreasing, all the things we will discuss. But first of all, here we are just talking about a complete brief discussion that what is actually local minima, local maximum, and increasing, decreasing function, such kind of things. Okay, see, now here just let's just a brief that how we are going to find out such kind of things from differential equation, how the derivatives are useful in order to find out the nature of the functions, like the turning point of the functions. So procedure for finding the distinguish between stationary point, like given y is equal to f of x. So first of all, we need to calculate dy by dx. First of all, we will calculate dy by dx. This will be our first step in order to find out increasing, decreasing, or maxima, minima function. So as I calculated dy by dx, so in the next step, step number second, I will just substitute dy by dx is equal to 0. This complete part you can take. Dy by dx is equal to 0, we will substitute in the second part. And after that, the substitute the value of x into the original equation, y is equal to the corresponding, it will gives you some stationary point. Stationary points means what? Where the function is maxima, where the function is minima, where the maximum value. So these kind of things we can see if even when you are substituting dy by dx is equal to 0. So here you got some point like x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1, whatever the such point. So these points are known as stationary point. Clear? So this is a methodology, but we have some method of a double derivative also. So the double derivative method is giving that we can find out d2y by dx square and substitute it in the value of x and found in second. Like in the second part, like even when we substituted dy by dx is equal to 0, so we got a value of x, and that value of x we will substitute in the double derivative. And even when you will substitute here, you will see your double derivative, somewhere it will gives you negative result, like somewhere it will gives you positive, somewhere it will gives you negative, or somewhere it will gives you 0. So when it will gives you a positive result, so you will say it is the point of minima. When it will gives you negative result, so we will say point of maxima. And when it will gives you 0, not a negative, not positive, so we will say the point of inflection. So the 3 points we have: point of minima, point of maxima, and point of inflection. So with the help of second derivative method, we can easily calculate maxima, minima. But if we are talking about the first derivative method, by that things we will talk about increasing and decreasing function. So in the next video, I will give you a complete expectation of increasing and decreasing function. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope so that the brief discussion about turning points will helpful to build your concept about increasing, decreasing, and maxima, minima. So thank you so much, guys.